necessity will lower quality, ration care, and take away many of your doctors and your choices. When I saw Mr. Hill in Washington just before he voted for Obamacare, he said, quote, "We need this," and hurriedly shuffled away. Well, Mr. Hill, we didn't need this, and we don't need you. Come November, you'll be looking for a new job. Proudly paid for by the Sons and Daughters of Liberty.
I'm guessing you figured out who said that one. Hopefully you're hearing some of these on the radio, and hopefully you're appreciating the fact that although I'm not telling you who to vote for, I'm sure telling you who I think you ought to not vote for. As many of you know, Barron Hill, he came out relatively early in support of the health care bill. Healthcare travesty. I want to hear a repeal and replace real quick. Everybody, let's hear a little yell here. Repeal and replace.
Yeah.
Repeal and replace. Repeal and replace. All right. Well, that's what we got to do. First, we got to stop the bleeding. That's what November is about. I want you to hear one of two left commercials. So here's another one.
Hello, everybody. Nothing contributes to a recession quite like fear about the future. Today, our government is terrifying us. Obamacare is a bureaucratic nightmare, betraying promises of savings and actually increasing costs, leaving employers trying to find ways to cut payrolls. The $800 billion stimulus bill is bankrupting our country and would not have been possible if not for borrowed dollars from communist China. It is not creating jobs as promised. The President and Congress will move forward with the energy tax, which in the President's own words will cause utility bills to skyrocket and bankrupt new coal initiatives. The 2001 tax cuts will be allowed to expire, ushering in the largest tax hike in American history. And we wonder why nobody is hiring. Sadly, our Congressman Barron Hill has supported all this legislation. Amazingly, he is now sending out expensive flyers, paid for by you, touting his fiscal responsibility. I ask you, who is he trying to kid? Paid for by the Sons and Daughters of Liberty.
Thank Rick Berry for that one. He's done a wonderful job on that one. The menacing music, I think, is more fitting than anything. Certainly, we have a menacing time ahead of us. I'm going to go ahead and play the last commercial here real quick.
This is an arrogance alert. We have a congressman in Washington, D.C. who rules from Washington, D.C. with expensive mailings rather than listening to or meeting with his constituents. Barron Hill has not had a town hall meeting in Madison since 2003. Last summer, the Baron said he would not have any meetings because he was afraid that those that disagreed with him on any issue he and the Obama regime favor might blow up the meetings. Political terrorists, he called United States citizens. In a meeting he was shamed into having in Bloomington, he said to one of his subjects who questioned why she could not videotape his meeting,
"This is my town hall meeting, and I set the rule, and you're not going to tell me how to run my congressional office."
Yes, folks, the Baron actually has a policy where no constituent can tape a meeting where he appears. Since then, Rick Berry and I have run 4 nonpartisan town hall meetings, and the Baron ducked every one. Well, Mr. Hill, we're not terrorists, but come November, we have a message for you and your pompous arrogance as well as soft tyranny. We, the people, and the Constitution set the rules, and you're fired. I'm Rick Roos, and I know the Sons and Daughters of Liberty endorsed this message. We paid for it.
Now here's the harder question. How many of you have heard these commercials on the radio? You got a handful of them out there. They're hopefully going to add more and more to this. But this is the part no one ever wants to hear, right? This is the part where I'm going to tell you that we need your help. For those of you that haven't gotten more active than showing up for some of these rallies, we're thrilled to have you here. We are absolutely thrilled to have you here, and that itself is a big step forward. It shows people that we really do care and we really do want these changes to happen. For those of you that want to get more active, we'd love for you to talk to any of those of us you've seen up here on the stage, any of us bopping around here, about how you can get more active, because we've got a month ahead that's going to be essential to making these changes. And after that month, we've got 2 more years of work after we stop the bleeding to start fixing things. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us. So those of you that are interested in helping, make sure that not only do you come to these things, not only do you tell your friends and neighbors and family, but if you're interested in doing more, let us know. We would love to hear from you. Now with that, of course, is the last part of the plea, which is to say, any of you that have some extra money laying around, because I know we all do right now, before the tax hikes kick in next year, we certainly would welcome it. Hopefully you appreciate the things like the commercials that we've done and the things like that, and you appreciate what we're trying to do. So if you're able to help out monetarily, get a hold of one of us as well, and we can certainly direct you to where you can get your funds used. All of our funds go directly into the stuff that we're seeing, the stuff that you're seeing going on. We don't put any of it in our pockets. We don't cap 10% off or 20 or whatever it is the current bureaucratic rate of absorption of funds is. I'm not sure what that is. But anyway, long story short, if you can help us out with any of those things, we'd love to have your help. And that's all the way across there. Showing up, getting active, and certainly some financial help's appreciated, but mostly we just want you to get active. Because if we can get you active, we can keep you active for the years, not 1 month, unfortunately, for the years ahead to make this thing work. We're going to go forward and we're going to make this happen. With that, I'll yield the mic.